Preparation Tool H10 Airbag Removal Tool, Wire Harness Fixture, Cross Screwdriver, Plum Blossom Screwdriver T30 T10 Masking Tape, Crowbar. Use the airbag tool to puncture the airbag holes on both sides of the original steering wheel base. The airbag on the same side will deploy. Both sides of the airbag holes need to be punctured for the airbag to fully deploy. Turn off the power after the airbag ejects. Find security in the screen settings. Pull down and select Power Off. Then use harness fixtures or needle nose pliers to pull out the connector of the airbag inside the disc. Note, the connector for the steering wheel on the left side should also be unplugged. Make sure that both the left and right wire harness plugs are unplugged. Use the H10 tool to loosen the middle shaft large screw counterclockwise. Turn it out again. The original steering wheel can be removed. Please note, after removing the original steering wheel, do not move the screws on the vehicle. Need to use masking tape or tape-like tools to secure the screws to prevent movement. Otherwise, if the oil wire moves, it may cause the vehicle to malfunction after loading. Next, we will dismantle the components on the original steering wheel with a cross screwdriver. First, unscrew the 4 large fixing screws at the bottom of the steering wheel. Use a pry tool or your hand to directly remove the U-shaped bottom cover. After using a cross screwdriver to unscrew 4 screws, remove the U-shaped bottom cover. Use a cross screwdriver to unscrew the screws that fix the ground wire inside the tray. Use a T30 to loosen the 3 large screws that secure the airbag springs inside the steering wheel and plug the speaker connector on the left. You can remove the airbag spring in the disc. Use a cross screwdriver to unscrew the 2 screws inside the steering wheel on the left and right, and plug the heating connector on the left. Take out the heating wire harness from the slot. You can start removing the bottom case. There are 4 clips on the key that need to be removed. Middle 2. 1 on each side of the button. Fix the steering wheel in place and push the bottom shell outward with force. The buckle of the button can be removed. Then go to the back and remove the whole bottom case. Remove the screws for the buttons on both sides. Use the T10 tool to unscrew 3 fixed screws on each side. There are 6 screws in total. Then remove the 2 fixed clips of the harness. The button is removed. The entire original steering wheel assembly has also been disassembled. The original car steering wheel parts are installed on the yoke steering wheel. First, install the buttons on the steering wheel. Check the area around the button to confirm there are no gaps. It is important to ensure that the corners of the buttons on both sides are securely locked within the skeletal holes. Hold the button with your hand below. Align the 3 screws with the keyhole and tighten them halfway using a T10 tool. The screws for the left and right buttons operate the same. The screws are tightened to half. Check the button touch is no problem. Tighten the button screws after ensuring there are no gaps on both sides. After checking that there is no problem, secure the connector of the wiring harness tightly to the corresponding hole on the steering wheel. The bottom case is installed on the steering wheel. Pay attention to organizing the wiring harness at the position of the left side buttons. Then clamp all 4 card positions on the button tightly. Use a cross screwdriver to tighten the 4 large screws on the bottom case. The bottom case screws must be tightened in place. Make the bottom shell fit seamlessly with the frame. After checking and ensuring there are no gaps, we will insert the wiring harness into the steering wheel. Tighten the connector into the slot on the left side of the bottom shell. The wire harness is also tightly secured in the groove. The heating wire must be installed on the steering wheel as shown in the video. Keep the hot wire as far left as possible. The harness for the U-shaped decorative cover should be left short, with the excess wire placed inside the steering wheel. Snap on the U-shaped decorative cover. Adjust the U-shaped decorative cover until there are no gaps, and then tighten the screws. Press against the U-shaped decorative cover with your hand. Tighten the 4 fixing screws on the back with a Phillips screwdriver. Then fasten the U-shaped back cover. Tighten the screws on both the left and right sides of the panel with a Phillips screwdriver. Tighten the screws that connect the ground wire inside the steering wheel with a Phillips screwdriver. Tighten the connectors on the harness into the corresponding holes. So you can install the airbag spring. Install the airbag spring inside the steering wheel. Tighten 3 large fixing screws with T3O. The screws are relatively long and need to be screwed to the end. Plug in the speaker connector. The airbag spring needs to be pressed at different positions of the spring to check if it is tightened properly. The pressure intensity should be the same, and the rebound distance should be 1 to 2 millimeters. Once tightened in place, the yoke steering wheel can be installed on the vehicle. Remove the masking tape from the fixed screws. Align the steering wheel with the axle slot and install it. Tighten the bottom bracket screws clockwise using the H10 tool. Find the security option in the screen settings, scroll down and select Power Off. Then insert the connector of the left side steering wheel. Plug in the airbag connector. Install the airbag into the 2 slots aligned with the airbag. The loudspeaker is in normal use. Finally, it is necessary to test the usage of the button functions. Finally, all functions are normal. Our yoke steering wheel has been successfully installed.